got zero friends.
Yeah, I've just entered the girls' locker room. It's your girl Talita Mokia, chilling with my girl Emma Dean. And today we chatting about sexual intelligence and why it is important for you to have it. So what you want to talk about? Sexual intelligence. Well, basically, Google says sexual intelligence is the consciousness of knowing what you want and desire and need sexually, and also learning how to explain it to your partner. That's what Google says sexual intelligence is.
Yes, that is the number one, the meaning behind sexual intelligence. And there's a lot of research behind it. Components like understanding yourself. So definitely more self-aware and be able to, communicate with yourself is just as big as being to communicate with a partner. Having interpersonal sexual skills and integrity, obtaining accurate scientific sexual knowledge. That means, going to sex education, kids, having consideration of the cultural context of sexuality.
Right.
Just being respectful of people, I think, is the biggest thing. And, kind of being open, but at the same time, understand your boundaries and what's going on with you. I actually have a story about that. Yeah, quite ironic, right? And it just recently happened. So of course I was playing the Tinders and swiped on this guy. And, honestly, I'll be honest, like with my Tinder dating, I like swipe on guys with boats because like it's the summer and I need to work on my tan and I gotta have something to do on the weekends. So yeah, anyway, I'm talking to this guy because he's got a boat and he's tall and he's got a motorcycle and he's bald and got a beard. So you know the type. Right. He's like, I want a friends with benefit relationship, but I want monogamy.
Okay.
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right.
My face too. And like he's just like, and like I didn't say anything because I'm trying to work on myself and not be as angry or, just, whatever. And I was like, well, how's that working for you?
Right?
It's not. Like
clearly he's still on Tinder.
Exactly. And I mean, not girls are interested in it because he wants like, and I keep trying to explain this to him and it like keeps repeating itself because I'm like, okay, well, we can like go on a date because I do find him attractive, so I wouldn't mind dating him. But like sexually, he wants monogamy, but he doesn't want to emotionally connect. And it's like, he's not getting that. Like he keeps going like, well, why can't you understand? And I was like, dude, this is a bad deal. Like you were asking me to become sexually monogamous with you. You are, granted it's a friends with benefit. You are asking me to emotionally invest in you as a monogamous partner, but you're not going to reward me with, emotional, you're not going to reward me
emotional connection. Right.
Yeah. And it's like, why the fuck would I want to put myself? It's like, I actually texted him, I was like, that's emotional suicide. Why would I do that? And he's just like, what? I just, why do you think it's like a bad idea? And I was just like, how am I benefiting from this?
Right. And it's about knowing what you want and both emotionally and sexually. People fail to realize that for us, female sex is very emotional because we're emotional beings. Some of us can just shut their feelings off when it comes to sex, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be enjoyable to us, So we got to keep that in mind too. But I'm a big believer in listen. So okay, I got a little story. So my oldest daughter, she, she hasn't. And she's like okay with it. She's like, oh no, I've never done that. I don't care. So so now I got a habit of, because she's older now, I knock on her room door because she's always in the room with her door closed, right? And she's comfortable with her body. I am what they call a naked mom. So I walk around naked most of the time. So they're comfortable with that. They're comfortable with themselves. So I know she'd be in her room like naked sometimes. So I always knock on her door. So she's like, why do you always knock on my door? I was like, because I don't want her to come in your room and you're playing with yourself. And she was like, oh, mom, I never did that. And I was like, you should do that. So you know what you like.
Are we taking her to a sex toy party? We gotta get a sex toy party now.
I was like, so you know what you like and what you want. And I was like, you gotta explore yourself. She's like, oh my, you're gross. And I'm like, well, but I'm a firm believer in that. Like, everybody should explore themselves, especially when you're getting to that place where you're wanting to have sex and you're wanting to have those connections. You should learn to pleasure yourself, because how can you tell someone what you want pleasure wise if you don't know? We just gonna be out here trying to figure it out together? No, you got to be very clear. And me and my husband been together for years, and who I was sexually when we got together, I'm not the same person. So we are constantly having those conversations like, we're gonna do this, or I need you to take the lead, or things like that. Like, you got to be verbal with your partner, but how do you know what you like if you're not experiencing it? Like, people are like, oh, women don't watch porn. Why not?
So pissed about Pornhub. We don't have
Why,
Pornhub
why
in
Virginia
Virginia.
do that?
It's a political statement.
I noticed
A
that
bunch of
the
incels held
other
up in a
day. I was
bunker
like, what in
somewhere.
the crack is this? Now I gotta go back in the day and go to
You know,
back
but
to
certain people are
DVD.
now just finding this shit out. I knew this 6 weeks ago. That
I
just
just
says
found
a
out.
lot about me.
I just found out this week, and I was like, what is going on? I gotta go back to
Yeah.
DVDs. What is this?
Yeah. It's been going on for like 6 weeks already.
We're gonna have to pull it together. Like, at least let us create a sign on so that we can prove that we're of age. Like,
The only people in the state that are allowed to log on are like actual performers, like
I
people that
know, I seen that.
it's ridiculous. You
I'm
just go
like,
to a different
that's
website
crazy.
though. Like
Huh?
call your congressman about a porn site.
I,
Like
I'm about to, because this ain't it.
let me know that letter they sent me back over that, okay? Like I want to know what they say. Like I can't
Listen,
imagine.
I had enough people call they congressman on me when I worked at our old job that I deserve to call him for something. Okay?
Right. Well, so after the 2016 election, I was pissed and I worked at Planned Parenthood. So I called my congressman every day for like the first 100 days of the Trump administration. Those people knew me by name and they knew me in public when I came out to meet them at actual like local events. They knew me by name. They were like, "Oh my God, you're Emily Dean." And they knew my sister by name too. They're like, "Morgan Dean, do you know Emily Dean?" They're like, "Yeah, she's
So
my
y'all
sister."
tag teaming them.
No, so it was so funny for Morgan. So she had just started her her master's program at Tech, and they were doing a meet and greet, and there was a guy who had interned with our representative, and Morgan was like, "Oh, y'all probably know my sister," and y'all hate her, and she kind of laughed about it, and he's like, "No, we love everybody," and she was like Emily Dean, and then the
He
intern
probably
just like
took a sip of his drink.
he just walked away. So yeah, and like I've seen the representative in public and message like, just go. No, you can't talk to him. I'm like, but I want to talk to him. I got something to say.
I got
Like,
something to say because I'm not feeling this. Like, I gotta pay for porn now. Like, this should be illegal. That should be illegal.
I mean, there's like other free channels. I don't even think it's like paying for porn. They want us like the whole deal behind it is they want to censor it. It's
Right.
censorship because they can't control minors getting their hands on it. So there's like this whole big push under Northam that, like, well, we're gonna like censor everything, like we're gonna censor books, we're gonna censor porn, and we're gonna censor art, and
What is
just
this, Florida?
no, it's here in Virginia.
I
Those are
know. That's what I'm saying. What are we, Florida?
Oh yeah, who knows? God, it's just annoying because Jeffersonian principles and whatnot. But yeah, so there's like this big push among parents supposedly that they want to restrict this shit. So that's one of the things that they're trying to do is, restrict kids' access to porn sites
Well,
and
restrict your website, restrict their access on your devices. Be a parent. Don't leave it to
control
the.
your children. Yeah, But no, it's now spilled over to the rest of our fucking lives. And Pornhub's making a political statement by saying, well, they're trying to do this. I think they actually named out Pornhub because it is the biggest like site. And Pornhub, has taken their actions. It's just like, okay, well, we're gonna censor it for the people to begin with and tell them that you're the ones that are making us do that in a hopes that we, the people, will rise up and be like, get your fucking
Yeah,
shit
we the
together.
people need to contact our congressmen because
But that's a double-edged sword because what kind of asshole is going to contact their congressman and be like, hey, I can't jack off? Is that a conversation? I mean, we would have that conversation. I would have that conversation. I already have had that conversation, but what about every other Tom, Dick, and Harry out there,
you're right. And you're right. People be like, oh no, I don't want people to know. Like, they be like, oh, women shouldn't watch porn. Why shouldn't women watch porn? Like, we're sexual beings just like everybody else. That's a part of our
Whatever.
sexual intelligence. Like, y'all want us to be emotionally intelligent, but y'all don't want us to be sexually intelligent. Like, that's insane. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't. Like, I be watching some crap on social media and they just be like, oh, women, they should be meek and or they should be this and they should be that and they shouldn't be this kind of way in the bed. And I'm like, says who? Mind your business. Like,
Fuck you, and you're gonna come in 30 seconds, man. Like, I've got goals and standards that I have set for myself, and it's honestly a power move. So.
right, right. It's a dominance move, but it is what it is. I don't know. I just really feel like um when it comes down to sexual intelligence, like explore yourself, learn what you want. It I believe everything in life starts with you. So whether it's your emotional intelligence, it's your sexual intelligence, it's your actual academic intelligence, it all starts with you knowing what you want and how you want it. Like, no, I don't want missionary position, and I want you to climb on top of me like a fucking lion. And you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to know what you want. And people be afraid to speak up. Like, tell them what you want. Like, nah, don't do it like that. Don't do that. I don't like it.
What was that? You've seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding, right?
Yes.
Okay, you remember the scene where mom comes in and talks to her? She's like, Tula, you have a duty. You're a lamb in the kitchen, but a lion in the bed.
It's like that Megan Thee Stallion song when she be like, don't hit it like this. Don't hit it like that. Hit it like this. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. That's what I'm saying. Like, just open your mouth. Like, literally.
Well, and stand up for
Right.
yourself, stand up for yourself. I mean, it yet again goes into like, personal respect and self-awareness and, your own personal growth, and understanding yourself better. And that's the first step, understanding yourself.
And I feel like if people knew, like, was aware of their sexual intelligence, that we wouldn't have so many people complaining about bad sex. Sex ain't bad. It's just not what you wanted because you didn't tell them what you wanted. Now, granted, if they don't have the tools to give you what you want, that's a different story. But open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Sorry about that.
Look, closed mouths don't get fed. That's what the old people say.
No, when you said don't have the the means to do it, then
some people don't. They don't have the equipment. They don't.
I was just thinking about micro penises, but anyway.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
I remember
I've had contact with one micro penis and it like didn't even touch the pink.
I think I may have too. I was with this dude one time and he came to my house and he was like, I had my drawer open, so he saw my toy and he was like, that thing makes my dick look like a baby dick. And I was like, oh well, no.
I made it look like it being a sausage. Like
that means it's time for you to go to your house. Don't be here.
like, okay, bye.
Right? Like, and what you gonna do with that? Tickle me? No, I ain't Elmo.
Make them suck them inside. Like that's what you got to do. It's like, can you suck that back inside of you really quick? Like, hold on. Like, and if they're like,
like you're a woman.
Yeah, they look like they have a vagina. Like, okay, so Howard Stern, like back, like I think it was in the 90s at some point, he actually had a micro dick contest and it's on YouTube and he brought men on there and one of the men, God love him, or it looked like a vagina. Like, he had like, the pubis fat and it had like engulfed it and pulled it in and he had like a slit. And like, you had to pull it back to like actually see like the penis.
What they say, an inch off your stomach is an inch on your dick.
It's true.
Like you got to do something about that, people. But I get it. And then like the whole coach being respectful culturally when it comes to sex, like I get that too, because some cultures like women are just supposed to lay there. Not my culture, but
yeah. Like, well, like fucking like the religious cult that I've been dealing with, they're just supposed to like lay there and take it. Like that's their job. That's their only purpose. Whenever the husband wants it. And I think even like fucking Michelle Duggar was quoted as saying, "Whatever the man wants, give it to him."
Oh my goodness. We'll get into the coach at a later date.
That sickly sweet voice. We should do an entire episode in the sickly sweet voice. Come on, Selena, do your sickly sweet voice for us.
I don't have one. Stay sweet and pray.
Yes, yes. Now we gotta work on it. Keep practicing.
I'm gonna use that voice tonight when I go in the room with my husband and see how he feels about it.
Wake him up in the middle of the night. Hi, honey. How are you? Did you have a good day?
He probably think he's dreaming. Who is this?
Don't let him watch this before bed, okay?
Now I'll hold off and send this to him a couple of days from now. So that we get his reaction on camera.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes. Yeah, we can add that to the sound bits.
He might not find it funny, but I think it's hilarious.
I think our viewers will find it hilarious as well.
But yeah, I'm just like, when it comes down, like, know what you want, know what your mate want, listen and talk. Talk. Cause like if you're connected with somebody, like you were saying about like dude want monogamy, but he doesn't want an emotional connection. But part of monogamy is that emotional connection, because with that emotional connection, you kind of know what you're better sexually with that emotional connection. Because you kind of know, like when they're not in it, you feel it. You know. But I don't know. I had plenty of times where I was just like, fuck it, it's all about the dick. Don't call me, don't text me.
What's your name?
If you see me in the street, don't say hi. I do not know you. Okay. But that was a choice that was made, and that was my desires at that point. And I was only messing with people who was okay with dealing with that. You know, if you wasn't okay with dealing with that, then
Communicate it up front. Like, this is just
yeah,
business.
this is what it is. It wasn't even business. Look, this is what it is. You is the maintenance man. And we don't talk to the help outside of work hours. We don't talk to the help outside of work hours. So I don't know. People be crazy. People really be crazy.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated on that. Like, I'm just kind of like, dude, like, I mean,
Well, you could just use this
deal.
button.
Like, why would I want that bad of a deal? Like,
That is a very bad deal. Like, dude, like we could just have sex and let me use your boat to tan, right? But I think it comes from, I think the older you get too, the more you know what you want and the less hidden you keep those desires. Like when you're younger, you're kind of like, it just sucked. I won't do it again. Or it sucked, it'll get better the next time. You know, if it sucked the first time, it's gonna suck the next time too.
or maybe he'll like me more, or you know.
No. Maybe his dick will grow 3 inches. No.
Or because, oh, he's just so nice. Like, I really, like, yeah, that's been the case. Like, he's such a nice guy, but God, this sex sucks. Like, like, yeah, that's been the
Like
case.
for me, it's like I need to be able to have a conversation with you, like an intellectual conversation with you,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to be good in bed. Like those are my requirements. And when I decided like I wanted a relationship, those are my simple requirements. Like I have to be able to have a conversation with you. You can't be dumb as a box of rocks. Um,
I mean, but
and
the dumb one's fun sometimes. They the
huh?
maintenance.
Right, the maintenance man's is the dumb one. Like I can't be in a relationship with you when you're dumb. Like dumb. I can't talk about nothing with you. Like you don't know me. I used to read the encyclopedia for fun. No, you can't be dumb.
I need substance.
Like something, but that was, me knowing what I wanted, me knowing like, okay, when I kick my feet up and we're watching something like Criminal Minds, I need you to be able to expand on the thoughts of this afterwards. Some people they don't
Or
know.
not ask me, what does that mean?
What is he talking about? Oh God, have you ever read anything? Nothing?
Have you read anything since high school? Like, I don't read. Reading's bad. I
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you get those that's like that. I
guess
read
that's
the street
why.
signs every day. Well, maybe you should stop going places.
Stop it, God. Hurry streets on.
Like
Damn.
not the street signs, like damn. But yeah, with everything, learn you, know what you want, know your desires. Um, be open to other people's desires, because what somebody else might like and you might not think you like, will change your life.
Like anal sex.
Okay, so yeah,
It's a
I
different hit on the G spot.
it was not something I was into, and then I was into it. Be like, oh no, that's nasty. I don't do that. Then it's like, oh, I do that. I do that. I really do
That's a
that.
reason to stay skinny too.
Huh?
It's a reason to stay skinny. I read this report one time that talks about why European women were so damn skinny, and it said
Mm-hmm.
they ate a lot of salad because they had a lot of anal sex.
So they want
Because
to keep clean.
yeah, one white poops,
Mm-hmm.
and we all strive for a one white poop diet.
I'm not there yet. Huh.
Me either, but well, it depends. I don't know. I'm having a lot of gastrointestinal phenomena.
But it's just like, yeah, like it, be open to your partner's desires, give it a chance. Think outside the box sometimes. And
Open to discuss that. Discussion
right.
key. Communicating is key.
Have a
You
safe word.
exactly. Research, reading, you know, porn, be careful with porn, like, and actually watching the videos because a lot of it is, it's production, they do add in
Right.
fillers and like, things like that. Not like normal people could perform that. If you do go into like, extensive BDSM, make sure to, like discuss that openly with your
Mm-hmm.
partner, your safe words, make sure you do the research on how to do the ropes, bondage, things like that. I mean,
You be
research,
out here tying people up.
huh?
You be out here tying people up.
Yeah. If you peg people, don't just shove it in during anal. Make sure there's well lubrication and appropriate stretching beforehand, because you can really hurt somebody if you do that, or if you're trying to, they might be into it. Who knows? But make sure to discuss that before you actually do it. Okay, kids.
Just be out here doing stuff. Don't just randomly stick your finger on somebody's butt. They might punch you in the face.
Yeah, or they might really like it and you have a bitch for life. Who knows? But
And then
um,
now you got to keep your finger in their butt all the time. You listen, you got to make your choices on what's going to happen.
also, don't use animals because they don't have a voice. There's no consent there. Yeah, definitely stay away from animals. Do not use them in
And
anything.
don't do like Gabrielle Union and eat your husband butt and then go on set and kiss somebody in the mouth. That's disgusting.
That really happened.
So she did
What?
she did an interview about like how she pleasures her husband by tossing his salad. And do you.
Men like anal stimulation too. Straight men like anal stimulation too. It's a thing. It's okay.
But then I don't think that was disclosed in some of like her, like when she's like acting and stuff. So it's like weird. Like imagine you've been kissing somebody in the mouth for 3 months and then they go on and do an interview, said they be looking at husband butt.
And as long as they like, move mouthwash and stuff.
How we know she brushed her teeth?
God, I hope so. It could be like Jessica Simpson. Jesus.
That'd be my thought. I'm like, people don't be having good hygiene. Like,
Right.
get some
But
oil.
I mean, he's an athlete. Her husband's an athlete. So, he having like really nice engineered colonics and hydrotherapies and world-class diet,
And he still shit. And who's to say he got a one white shit?
I'm assuming with the lifestyle the fabulous lifestyle that they probably have. He's got a dietitian, okay?
Listen, do whatever you need to do, but I'm gonna need you to oil pull before you go out here kissing other people's husbands. Okay.
Oh, gas. Like, sorry, I don't go that far, but
I'm just like, does she suck parts too? Is that a thing?
what?
Are people into that? Like sucking farts?
Yes, actually, there's there's a market for that. Yeah, there's like a really big market for that. I mean, it's like underground. These are like, yet again, fetishes and stuff
Right.
like that. I knew mashed potato diapers, guy who liked to sit in adult diapers and put mashed potatoes in them. Was this thing?
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
We respect
Um,
his life choices.
spaghetti was another one too, like
In
Red
the
Sauce.
diaper?
No, this guy was in a bathtub. He likes to take spaghetti baths and like put the red sauce and just like pour it all over him and then pretend he was like spaghetti. I don't know, man. And then of course you got the regular people that like to get peed on, and you do have the people like to get shit on. Ran across a guy, very attractive man, very well-to-do man as well. But he wanted me to shit in his mouth, and I just could not do it. And that's what he was really looking for. That was
Like
his,
two girls in a cup.
yeah, he wanted to reenact that, except the cup was his.
So wait,
Like
wait.
he asked for pictures of my shit.
Okay, like okay, that's it's a
Like
little.
he literally
That's
had
one thing.
a
Another
fixation.
thing is like
He had a fecal fetish. Fecal
I
fetish.
want you to like squat over me and take a shit in my mouth. That's a whole different level.
It got him off. That was his thing, man. Like that was his dirty fantasy. And like, I mean, I guess we shouldn't call it dirty. We should not judge in that
Right, right,
manner.
right, right, right. You know,
But
gotta
I
be
mean,
respectful.
like, like I don't even know if I could like could I even do that? Could I even shit in front of anybody? Like long-term
Right.
boyfriends that even walked on me in the bathroom, like, get the fuck out. Like, why are you in here? This is my space. Like,
Oh God, no.
that's
I'll be in the bathroom calling my husband. Babe, come here, come sit with me.
no, I haven't.
Oh man.
Like nah, I can't do that. I can't there. But yeah, like it's I mean, and that's like a whole different level of psychology. Like why?
Yeah,
Why want that? Like how? Like what even, what even makes you why?
think that that's you
Like,
know,
you get dropped in your head, as a child, and like some like, traumatic brain injury as a baby, caused you to think this way or like have this like, sexual desire that way.
I don't like what were you exposed to? Porn. That's why they censoring it now. See, people like that is the reason why we can't go on Pornhub now. Goodness.
I don't even think that's on Pornhub. Like that was like dark web. Like I gotta have that little black triangle. The FBI's probably come get me porn. Like
See the
scrub.
reason why now I gotta write my congressman a letter. Goodness.
We gotta give them our phone number, our address. Like
Maybe they be researching my IP and stuff. I can't.
exactly. See what they've done to us. Like Pornhub. What the fuck? Like, affecting our sexual intelligence by making
Right?
us, write our
Well, the sexual
congressman.
intelligence of the next generation, not the
I
little
think they're
kids,
really
but the ones
expecting too
that's
much.
old enough that's still trying to figure themselves out. I don't know.
We'll see how that goes.
Porn that's not on Pornhub is Pornhub sucks a lot of the times, but the outside porn, it just ain't it. And what like
The
why
Reddit
was the
porn.
porn like why was the porn video like 56 seconds long? Like what the fuck is 56 seconds?
They want you to go back to the same, but just enough, man. Just enough to get you just a little bit of taste.
Just to get you started.
Just to get you started, and then you're about there, and then it cuts off, and you're just like, motherfucker, you just like fucked up my comment. It's edging, ultimately. It's edging. It's a whole nother form of sexual fetishes.
I'm like 56 seconds. What the fuck I'm gonna do with 56 seconds?
Or, it's a 5-minute video, but like 3 minutes of it are just like, commercials. Like, or like, the promo videos that are just like quick shots in and out, like nothing really like
Oh,
focusing on it and stuff like that.
I just I need porn to be like how old school porn was. You about a porn and it's like 2 hours long.
I mean,
I don't know who's going for 2 hours, but still, you know.
some sessions can. I think so. Because you
Hey,
gotta like reset up and unset up and
yeah,
unscrew,
gotta be
lock.
downtime. Like you can have sessions that go there. Like I guess too, like when you watch old school porn, they did have downtime where they was like in between time.
Plus, you had to rewind it. So.
Get that shot again. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. That's the one
Wait,
when you
like
run down on the TV and be like,
oh, rip Dr. Ruth. You remember Dr. Ruth?
no.
She was the lady, I think I even talked about her last week. She was the little doctor lady. We would stay up late to watch her, but she was just a sex education nurse. And she was from Canada, and like they would play her on like BBC at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and she would talk about sex, and people would actually call in or write in and ask her questions, and she would just like educate them on sex. And we would stay up every Saturday night till 2 o'clock and sneak downstairs and watch it.
That's
But
like
she
me. I used to I watched that, but I was damn sure staying up to watch BT After Dark.
Ooh.
That's when they did all the X-rated videos. That's back then when it was like people really watched videos, like music videos.
Mm.
And they did all the X-rated videos, like, yeah, like stripper type videos.
G-string and pasties, right?
Mm-hmm. That's where you learned all the good moves. Preparing me for life. Now I can't even watch real porn and I'm an adult. Golly. Golly.
Whatever those videos are at, like where can we find them? Like,
But like the BT After Dark videos,
yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find some and send them to you, send you the links.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get your Megan on.
Maybe I can learn to dance. Not look like an epileptic on meth when I'm dancing.
Me too. I can't hold a beat for nothing. I can't got no rhythm. It is what it is. Look, it is what it is.
As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Knowing that you're happy, knowing yourself, knowing what you want, being respectful of your mate and their desires, or someone that you're seeking sexual relationship with, knowing their desires and understanding your boundaries and their boundaries are the most important thing when it comes to sexual intelligence. Y'all heard it here in the girls' locker room. If your state is banning Pornhub, write your congressman. We all in this together. We enjoyed y'all. Like, share, subscribe, comment, chat with us down in the chat box below. We would love to chat back with you guys. And follow us on IG at the Girls Locker Room, at Talita Mokia, at Emma Dean 45. And leave us a message on one of our photos or videos or something like that. Let us know y'all there. Chat up with us. We enjoyed y'all. We will catch y'all on the next episode. Bye.
I got 0 friends.